The following vehicles are prohibited from driving through Zion National Park on State Route 9 towards Highway 89. Any vehicle that is 13 feet, 1 inch tall or taller, or combined vehicles that are 50 feet in length or longer, cannot travel through the tunnel and steep switchbacks that are located within the park.
That's pretty cool. They put an H up there.
Parking inside Zion National Park is limited, and all parking lots are completely full early in the day. To avoid parking hassles, it is easiest to park in the town of Springdale and ride the free Springdale shuttle to the visitor center. Look for the parking signs throughout town or park along the main road. If you're staying at a lodge or motel, leave your car there.
It's pretty big. Oh, look at this.
Oh my God, look at that, baby.
Of course, the driver.
What's prettier, this face or that mountain ridge?
My husband.
Look at me.
My husband is guapo. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. I am in heaven of mountains. Can you open it? Wow, baby. Are those water? Oh, this is the Zion.
Zion Park, right here. Maybe your camera, move it back a second. Stop raining. Look at the river raging, baby. Look at that water now.
Baby, it's a little cold. This is your first first time baby here? Of course, it's my first time. Oh, it's cold. Wow, look at those baby. Look at the leaves, baby. Can we go over there? Also, please look at the leaves. So we're going to go over there. It's not fake. It's real.
Looks like it's that's right.
This is so pretty.
There's a bottle of water or something.
It's heavy. Hmm? No. Is there people on the top of those mountains? No?
Do you bring an umbrella?
Yeah, it's not Oh my god, the fog is coming towards us. Hmm?
Do the archaeology trail.
Just okay.
Beautiful this is.
Yeah. So pretty, baby.
We're so high up, it feels like you could touch the clouds. Like,
Is this cactus, baby?
yeah, that's a cactus. You fall under those things, you stand. Weird looking, aren't they?
It's pretty.
It's not that good, but that's
same year, he wrote these words in a national magazine. The spectators instantly enveloped in the maze of cliffs and color, a double line of majestic sculptures, domes, pyramids, pinnacles, temples, sweeping away to the north, dazzling with vermilion, orange, pink, and white. Delabau's words and paintings made Americans aware of this place. A few years later, in 1909, the Kutuik National Monument was created. In 1918, the name was changed to Zion National Monument before it was redesignated a national park in 1919. Artists help preserve places like Zion. Our words and images tell the world why landscapes like these must be enjoyed, but also why they must be protected.
try to walk up that limit.
When does it start to get hot? November, December? December? Is that the hottest? December, we have cold Christmas, we have cold Christmas. That's right.
कैंपिंग वाला नहीं बट कैंपिंग वालों का परमिट के साथ आता होगा ना कई बातें तो इतने लोग तो आते नहीं ना छोटी गाड़ी में
Is this where y'all stay? Oh, you have it?
ये कैंपिंग वगैरह वाले लोगों के लिए होगी ना
They're all full.
एम्प्लॉयज और उनके लिए
Mom, I'm looking up at that. No, I don't. It's not my
Okay. A muskrat.
तो ये छोटा ज्यादा नहीं बोल रही है ये छोटा ज्यादा नहीं बोल रही है
My dad, he's
Trees all the way to the top.
The next stop is Zion Lodge. Food, restaurants, and additional. Park with us here for the lower end of Stairs Trail and Kelly Trail.
We're about 3/4 of the way.
About the Emerald Pools Trail, path that goes there is to the right, the paved path that goes along the edge of the lawn.
20 मिनट में क्या ही उखाड़
As
लेते
you exit the shuttle bus, turn right,
ये 20 मिनट
follow the
बाद
sidewalk, past the shuttle stops, and along the edge of the lawn to the crossroad. Cross the road, and then go left to the horse corral, or over the bridge to the lower end of the bus.
चलो
No, a different day. I mean, we packed sandwiches.
Hey, Lens, are we getting off here?
As soon as we get off, we can eat and go potty and then have fun.
Roaming around Zion Lodge, or a gray fox dashing into bushes in the grotto. Look in the sky for owls, eagles, hawks, and ravens.
I saw some.
Zion is home to hundreds of species of wildlife and provides protected habitat for
Mom,
them.
look at
Other animals you may see are rock squirrels, chipmunks, and bighorn sheep. Remember, never feed wildlife. Keep a safe distance away from them, and only look or take pictures. Check the park newspaper for youth and ranger programs. Virgin River in this section of the park, you'll see cottonwood and box elder trees because they grow close to water. And in even wetter places in the park,
Wow, look at
like
that
near
firewood
waterfalls
over there.
and springs, you may see water-loving plants such as watercress and maidenhair ferns. These types of plants need a very moist environment and lots of shade.
Why is that fire?
Each plant is adapted to its neighborhood and how much water it finds there. Even the plants in Zion tell the story of water.
That trail, Graham. There was some deer. It's right there. That looks like.
Well, what a great place to live up here in the year,
We
huh?
could do it.
We'll look. There's one trail that they said was good for hikes. So we'll look.
The next stop is the grotto.
And we could bring your.
Depart the bus here for the trail to Angel's Landing, which starts across the road. The trail is 5.4 miles round trip and is rated strenuous. It is steep and narrow with 1,000-foot drop-offs on both sides at the top. Use caution. People have died falling from the cliffs along this route.
It's 4
Small children and people with balance, pulmonary, or cardiac problems may have difficulty on this hike.
I can't go.
Use the bathroom here before hiking.
Here. There you go.
So for the folks headed out Angel's Landing, West Rim, when you get off the shuttle, turn right, go around behind the shuttle and across the road.
So number
not yet.
7. The next
We
one.
might do the first part of this a different day.
The next
Stop it. I mean, I was like.
One of the most popular hikes, and one that I am frequently asked about, is Angel's Landing.
Angel's
It's
Landing.
across the river just ahead, out the windows on the left. The trail to Angel's Landing cuts back and forth along the canyon wall. You might be able to spot hikers over there on their way up to Walter's Wiggles, which are a series of 21 steep switch National Register of Historic Places. Just one more reason Zion is an important place to care for and protect.
Can you see the wiggles from the bus? Or no?
Yep.
You can?
Yep.
Mom, look it. Mom, look it. Look, the thing on the bus.
I'm just curious whether I think the boys could do part of it.
Oh, the wiggles on the trail.
Like the part of the trail called the
I didn't
wiggles.
see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, you can see that.
I know.
I keep seeing
Wait,
little
is
white
this
things
us?
up there, and I
That
wonder
might
if
be.
they're
We're just
sheep.
pausing.
Why?
Sometimes bus trips will be tired.
Which one?
Look at that square stone. Look at that. You could use that for a
For
seat.
this guy. Look.
Orange guy.
Look how high up that is.
It's not orange. Yeah,
I'm getting dizzy looking up there. This is See, I want to lay right down there, maybe that wall.
More hair.
Got a norm beard.
Redhead.
Oh, man.
Mom, are we still gonna have some
I
quiet?
don't know, he just said they're tired.
Where are these?
We'll see how this afternoon goes.
Okay.
But remember, we are going to go to bed earlier tonight because we have a hard time.
Oh, I see people walking down there.
So 7:45 is our bedtime tonight.
This didn't say about time.
No.
Look at the face of that.
Makes rocks weep in Zion. This is a desert after all. But high on the plateaus, rain and melting snow seep into the Navajo sandstone and slowly filter down until the water reaches a less permeable layer it can't move through. The water is forced laterally out of the rock, creating a spring. Springs at Weeping Rock constantly drip water that nourishes delicate ferns and flowers hanging on the rocks. There are also hanging gardens at the Emerald Pools and along the Riverside Walk. These green gardens add to the uniqueness
the
of
best
Zion
side, baby.
and make you forget for a moment that we are in a desert.
Man, we're going to go see it. I'm excited.
So I think the last little weekends. Oh, we'll find you.
I know why it says two before. Because they have two woods.
Correct. 2 toes.
There's moss growing on that
See
one.
this gorilla footprint? 1, 2. They have 4 and 5 toes.
What do you see?
Look at that.
I'll see nothing.
Look at that.
I see lots.
Walker, and I'm a rock climber. If you look up on the canyon walls, you might see me and other rock climbers appearing to defy gravity. We're sometimes hard to see since we're so small on these big sandstone walls. But look carefully. You might spot us in a big crack moving up to the rim of the canyon. Zion has some of the most prized climbing terrain in the world. These big wall climbs, as they're known, are not for beginners.
Oh my God.
We use ropes, harnesses, and other special gear to get up the walls. The challenge and the scenery are great. Falcons prefer to nest in cliffs, so the National Park Service closes in places like Zion, where they are protected. The canyon walls are also the kind of habitat favored by the endangered
Can you
California
imagine just living
condor.
right here? You got
Condors
the
take
water.
advantage of
Look
thermals,
at-
rising columns of air, to help them reach
You never have to
soaring
worry about a
heights.
hurricane because you're
In
protected from the wind.
1982, there were only 22 California condors in the world, but a rescue effort saved them from extinction. Now, there are about 400 in the world, and about 70 wild ones living in Arizona and Utah.
Look at that water. This is Big Bend. Big Bend. There's no trails here at Big Bend though.
This is Big Bend. This is a good place to enjoy views of the Great White.
I guess you could if you're dumb enough, you go lay in that river.
If you look up on top of the cliff above us, there are at least a couple people up there. You can see they're about 1,000 feet away, so they're going to look pretty small.
Where, baby? What's that?
I don't see any. I don't know.
I don't see nothing.
I'm gonna do like that.
This is the better side, baby. It's too steep without this stuff.
In there? Oh, it's not.
Let's look at that one thing sticking out. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
God damn. Spectacular, baby. And it's gonna be stiff tomorrow, then. Right down the river now.
Mm-hmm.
the edge of the river now, baby. Look at back that way, baby. Look at that. We're almost at the end of the Temple of Sinaloa.
We are approaching the Temple of Sinaloa, the last shuttle stop at the end of the Zion Canyon
Put a picture
Scenic
down the
Drive.
canyon there.
The Temple of Sinaloa is the name follows the river. The trail is 2 miles round trip and takes about an hour. It is rated easy and is mostly paved. It is accessible with some assistance for wheelchairs. The Riverside Walk takes you to the beginning of the most famous feature of Zion, the Narrows. Explore the river, see a hanging
Look at that
garden,
thing sticking out by
look
itself.
closely at the sandstone, and enjoy the birds and wildlife while you are here.
Look at it, it's like a temple.
You can walk up the Narrows a little ways or for miles. Go around one bend to understand what it's like and take some photos, or hike farther and experience an adventure. If you go into the Narrows, take water, food, and a jacket. There is no trail. You will always be hiking in the water. Wear closed shoes that can get wet. The water is not warm and there's not much sun, so it can be a cold hike, even in summer. Check the weather and the possibility of a flash flood before you go. Rain and thunderstorms upstream can create flash floods, even when there are blue skies overhead. Be very careful and remember that you must take
I think that's a good place to start lunch.
I agree. Would you like to send it
Okay, we'll just I don't know if it's working.
I had to burp, baby, sorry.
Oh, there you go, baby.
Wow.
Okay, baby.
God dang, baby, this is beautiful, isn't it? Temple of Sinaloa. Did you get that up? Yeah, turn around.
Okay.
Look at that. Get the very top of
Okay.
the mountain. Look at that. There's Rose. There's Brian.
Baby, we'll go there.
Go
Right
where?
there.
Across? Let's go across here. Watch your step. Water, baby.
I know.
Come over here, man. There's water. And stop. Look at the waterfall, man. Look at that.
Here, baby. Here. Come on.
That's fresh water, baby. Babe, we gotta get out of the street, man. The park rangers will have you arrested.
Okay. Here, baby. We'll take
That's
a
the-
video.
That's the Temple of Sinaloa right there, baby.
Okay. Temple of Sinaloa.
God damn.
Did you fart, baby?
I did, baby. I think the canyon smells like a food.
Okay, baby. I'll take you a picture.
Give me a picture, baby.
Okay. Okay.
Look at that.
Okay, here, baby.
You ready?
We'll just do like this. Where is the water?
It's right there.
Okay.
Right here. There's the water right there. Ready?
Okay,
Smile.
1, 2,
Your face isn't in there.
It's all rainwater.
Look at this leaves.
The bus turns back to the side.
This is the grotto, stop number 6. The grotto trail starts behind the restrooms on the left and goes a half mile back to Zion Lodge.
I'm going to get sprayed. I don't think we should do it. You know what happens when your hair gets sprayed?
Baby, can I sit over there?
Wow.
Hmm? I hope they can
Stop number 4, close up the victory exit.
Theory now or just later?
Do that.
Step number 2, Zion Human History Museum.
My baby, my customer Gary's like, I know you're on vacation. I'm so sorry.
How did you know?
Did you hear me go? I'm not even sure what time it is there. What time is it there, Gary?
Maybe that's it.
He knows I'm on vacation. I swear, I'm really sorry. That's all right, babe. We're gonna get back by here in our car. We should sit in the back left seat.